Hello, folks. Welcome back to Tyranny. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host, and we have a little bit of interrogations to engage in. I did check out the two guys over here, the Scarlet Chorus Minders, quote-unquote, that we had. They are also trainers. One of them teaches, actually, the very skills that I would most want to learn for combat, bow and dual wield, along with... Was it unarmed combat? I think it was unarmed combat. And then the other one taught magic staff, lore, and subterfuge, which I actually wish that I had realized ahead of time, because I would have put all of them into lore. Because lore is actually required for casting magic. But, alas. Oh well. Alright, so let's get this little interrogation underway, shall we? I did a little bit more talking with the various people around camp, but nothing really important came of any of it, so it's really not a concern at this point. Why are you the one talking to him? That's just silly. Oh, the game freeze? Oh, there we go. Woo! Please, someone, I wish to bow before the voices of Nerat, that all could find redemption in the chorus. The woman in the makeshift armor of the Vendrian Guard lurches forward in agony. Her soiled, trembling legs suggest she has been forced to stand for days. This one, he flippantly waves at the prisoner, was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing, prisoner turns pale a moment before a look of determination comes over her face, that I wanted to guarantee I'd live and be welcome to the chorus as a captain, then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join the Vendrian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargaining bronze. I'm not dumb enough to do that. You claim you would disavow your people for the Scarlet Chorus. Why the change of heart? Because I want to live and not... And you don't need to be the Archon of Premonitions to know that the younger realms are gone for good. She blinks several times, catching her breath. Kairos is the new strength of the Tears, and I would rather stand with his Archons than be crushed by them. Why should I trust you? I suppose I have no answer for that. Her eyes fall to the ground, and she swallows nervously. When I joined with the Vendrian Guard, I accepted their broken vow unto myself. Have you not felt passion for a foolish cause, the one you later came to regret? Well, my surrender is sincere, and I'm willing to bow before the voices of Nerat to prove it. Tell me what you know, and I can see to your release. I heard the chorus is looking for Captain Pelox, Florian, and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at the skewered and smoldering corpses around her. She tugs at her restraints, but to no avail. You're lying. Why don't you tell me exactly what you know, and I'll see about saving you. Well, you see, shaken by your demand, her lips move wordlessly for several seconds. So I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you... She shakes her head, catching her breath. Search that one. She reaches up her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. Oh, she's pointing at a body. The tall, dark one missing most of his face. Check his left boot. He was the illiterate one in our crew. He had the orders. With a snap of his fingers, a pair of choirmen yank the boot off the fallen guardsman. A rolled parchment slides out of the boot and is thrust into Fifth Eye's hands. He unfurls the scroll to give it a read. It's nonsense. Just mash of words. Laughter erupts from under the mask. She said she had information. She gives us garbage. Slay this wretch for wasting our time. He snaps his fingers at a nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches a laud knife from her belt. I heard you say you'd swear loyalty to the voices of Nerat. An initiation rite would be in order. Seems you're an expert on the subject of fate. I will entertain your wisdom on the matter. What, then, would you propose we do with her? Point to the two prisoners. Let's test her loyalty. Varya, kill these guardsmen with something blunt. Send her back as our agent. When the time comes, she will aid us, so we track down her kin. Gain wrath with Vendrian Guard. We're wasting a good slave. Work her until she's broken and feed her the pigs. Gain average favor. How is that favor with them? Like, shouldn't, they don't really take prisoners like that. That's more the thing that the, Favor and wrath. Okay. For a second I thought that she might be a companion, but nope. Nope. Well, we really need to get some favor with the chorus. Like, we really do. I wouldn't mind some wrath with them either, but we really need something with them. So luckily, this gives us all the things. But well, let's test her loyalty. Well, this is normal for the Scarlet Chorus. Like, this is standard procedure here for them. Let's go with that one, just because that is the standard operating procedure. I'm surprised that's only minor favor, and this is average. You would think it would be the other way around. But, Barry looks at the prisoners, once her allies. Oh my, that was bloody sounding. Once her allies and close their eyes as the bonds are untied, the onlookers snicker and cheer when a heavy rock is placed in her hand. Mouthing something inaudible, she lifts the rock high above her head and smashes it down on the prisoner's skull, wincing back a scream as she hoists the stone over her head a second time to finish the job on the other prisoner. The bloody rock hits the ground and Varya slumps to her knees in defeat a moment later. Hey, you're the one who said you wanted to join them. Congratulations, you're now a member of the Scarlet Chorus. Be careful what you wish for. Good, good! Fifth Eye places his bloody hand on the trembling woman's shoulder and nods to her. Welcome to the Scarlet Chorus. Don't fail us. As a pair of soldiers come to lift Varya, the Fifth Eye turns to you, his voice filled with glee. Who was a slave to clean up the offal when you need it? Oh, they didn't kill the other named person. Interesting. We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position, now with this cryptic mess. She promised us answers, and all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish.
Oh.
More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
A companion. Interesting. The voice comes from another prisoner tied up next to Varya. An older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds in the sages of the school of ink and quill. Oh, you're a sage. Really? Ink smudges cover his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of the fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers a beaming smile. Let's read the parchment ourselves real quick. You unroll the parchment and see a message of modest length, written with professional, albeit hasty, penmanship. It hears men speak the Canto just like the Northerners, but they have a half-dozen different ways of writing it. This particular script is unknown to you. Show him the parchment. Actually, who are you?
I'm Sage Lantry, one of the hired quills that was coordinating missives between the Vendrian Guard captains. They aren't paying me anymore and aren't coming to my rescue. So I'll decipher that parchment for you. That's what smart prisoners do, right? Make themselves useful.
Indeed. Running a household or army requires a great deal of logistical know-how, and it helps to be literate and capable of maintaining your own records and ledgers. Most leaders employ assistants, known as hired quills, to log harvests, schedule payments, balance payrolls, and dictate letters to friends and rivals. Okay. Let's show them the parchment.
Let me see. I can't...
You hold the parchment in front of him, and and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
A few hours. Either you can read it, or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? For all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. You're a companion. I'm not going to dispose of you. Can't hurt to give him a few hours. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you the sundial's working against us. This addled old bag is just trying to stall us. You squandered a source of enemy intelligence. I'm not going to even call... I'm just going to do this on my own authority. Untie him and give him a chance. Are you giving me orders, Binder? Does this look like Tunan's court? Last I checked, only the Archon of Secrets to tell me what to do with a prisoner. The old man wants freedom. We shall give him a fair shot at a trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Indeed, I am. But I'll be his champion. This one needs to live. Release this prisoner at once. I'm taking him into my custody. Most if we can, just be like, look, bitch. We need the prisoner alive. This is a terrible idea. He obviously has useful information. You're willing to let him die for sport.
Clearly you need an education in Scarlet Chorus justice. Anything that satisfies their sick amusement is fair play. If the conquest is any judge, there are no limits to their depravity.
I've started to get that, and this is actually why I have largely supported the disfavored of the chorus.
Did Graven Ash castrate you during recruitment, or do you just not know the meaning of the word fun? I'm actually curious.
With a shake of his head, the fifth eye gives you a shrug. Is it not obvious? If he's a true enemy of the Overlord, he will perish by our blades. If he can survive, then he is Strawn, and the Strawn lead. Thus his crimes would not be crimes, but simply the actions of the mighty. It's not to understand. This isn't alchemy. Fine, I'll be his champion, though. This one needs to live.
Good. I like it when Tunon's puppies get their paws dirty.
Ooh, you almost got tier 3 loyalty. Excellent.
I wouldn't mind taking a swing at some loudmouth chorus braggarts myself.
Well, seems both of our allies are in favor, and I gain favor with you, too, which doesn't entirely make sense to me, but sure. Hear that, brothers and sisters? Raising his arms to the sky, the fifth eye roars for all nearby to hear. Trial by combat is upon us! The sage is unbound for the post. Stiff legs nearly buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flex and flail in the new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the sage steps close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and the stomping of hundreds of feet in unison fled the camp. Hordsmen begin to circle and swirl about, brandishing weapons and cheering. You got this worked up to fight. I venture this war would be over by now. Possibly. Begin the chant of gathering. Let the warriors know that tonight's entertainment will soon commence. So we have a little bit of a death battle to engage in. Brothers and sisters, who amongst you sets the standard for strength? Who amongst you will help winnow the weak from the strong? Waves his hands in the air, drawing in a gathering of soldiers. Uh-oh, 2 Blood Furies. The claimants have been assembled. Now let the trial of the Oathbreakers begin. Why do you get 5 people and I get 4? So what do we got? Are we all just nobody named? Oh, Scarlet Fury. I'm sorry. What did I call him? Blood Fury? Yeah, whatever. Alright. Into battle we go. Got to our main character and Barrett are our tanks. I actually have Verse equipped with her bow now, so she can sit back and snipe. We really need to tear through their other people first. And you, I believe, are a mage. Yes. Plus 1 armor per piece of armor worn. For 60, or plus 0.5, rather. Quill's Strike. Thrown weapon. Quicken. Heals the Fatebinder. What the hell do I have a combo ability with you already? How do I have a combo ability with you already? Oh, you're not showing up as an actual person. Interesting. Restoring touch. Channel healing energy into the target so you can heal us. Grant buffs. You can do a throwing ranged attack. What is your weapon? What are you actually equipped with? A one-handed and throwing sword, I guess? Sigil of life plus 10 to control life. So yeah, he's a healer. He's a healer slash buffer, obviously. Oh, can't equip it during combat. Well, that's bloody unfortunate. That's bloody unfortunate. So never mind, we can't even do that then. So you are our healer, apparently, so that's cool. and our buffer. So I'm going to cast Renewal, cast it a little bit forward though, because we are momentarily going to be in battle. Does this have an AoE at all? No. Frozen Grasp. Iron Tolling. Harassing an enemy, the target is compelled to attack Barrack for a short time while the Fate Binder's mocking gestures leave the enemy confused and off guard. Foe loses all ability to parry and dodge until they recover. Sweet. Or I can cast, of course, a spell. We can combine with with Verse. Alright, let's sit back here and do our spell real quick. Let's blast one of their front people prone with it. Verse, I want you to immediately engage with that's a ranged attack. Yeah, burning arrow that sets him on fire. Hit that guy with that. Let's have you go in against him. You are doing a spell. You're engaging that person. Oh, they're trying to go after our dude. Oh, damn, you died fast as shit. Damn, that fire arrow really wrecked your face. Wow. Alright, stop them with that. You're gonna cast a spell that just blows them to bits. No, get down there. Engage their other person. You are in all sorts of in trouble here. Oh, no, I did the wrong thing. Electric Jolt. Oh, did you get interrupted? You can be interrupted with spells. That's not good. That's actually not surprising, to be honest, but that's not good by any stretch of the imagination. Surprising, it is not. Good, it's also not, so... Iron Tolling. Striking Iron. You need to take this guy down as fast as possible here. And explode! Gloriously explode. Alright, so you need to do Iron Tolling on that guy. Because that will allow you to disengage.
Count on it.
I want you to go in against this guy. Knock him down. You do a slash on him. You're already engaged with him, so that should be fine. Although we can force them to come at you, which is probably not a bad idea. That only heals our main character. Oh, okay. Never mind then. It's not going to be as useful as I thought it would be. Okay, well... Now that looked like it kind of hurt. Sort of. So what is this? It's a cooldown. Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty neat. I did not realize it had such a large area of effect.
I'm on it.
Alright. So yeah, so we need to blast these guys. I want to tear them up here pretty good if we can do it.
I got it. Bleed out!
Holy shit.
Out, you little
Explode. And you have already been stunned, unfortunately, so I can't do anything with that. Did you get hurt? No. Good. You don't have a wound on you, so that's good. And explodinate. By the righteous shedding of blood, we found our answer. Regrettably, it appears the sage is worthy of leaving our camp alive. By the customs set forth by the voices of Nerat, you're free to go, old man. Brag to your grandkids you fell afoul of the chorus, yet live to tell the story. They have a rather bloody definition of the word trial. Gain average. That was fun. Yours almost put up a good fight. We'll see if you were worth the effort. Gain average fear. Are you hurt, old man? So what do we got? No, suicide is 0. Not in any lasting capacity. I'm, jostled, but fine. Now, I believe I have a parchment to translate, lest I anger the powers that be. Yeah, you got that right, buddy. Well, much the parchment was weathered, but I could make out the important parts of the text. The note makes mention of a meeting spot west of Tripnettle. So the old sage knows his words after all. We'll ask that you travel ahead and see if you can't get this Captain Florian to yield the chorus. They will strike at first sight of a chorus gained, but perhaps they will parley if yours is the face they see. I know the area, and I suggest we go at once. I'll show you the way. I'm eager to be far from the stench of this camp. You're offering to come with me. Why? Because the alternative is... what? Living here with these illiterate brutes? My old study is under a river of fire, and there's no family missing me. Besides, much rather chronicle the binder that twice proclaimed an edict of Kairos. Be a fool to let someone else write your story. A lot of fighting, you old scholar. Now you're offering to join the expedition. I bet sages every bit as cutthroat as hardened game bosses. They act the part of doddering scribes, but don't let that fool you. Smart for someone your age to be so mistrusting, but I'm not with the Oathbreakers, if that's what you're fishing at. I worked for them under duress, but I've no love for them. I'm not about to pledge to the chorus, the disfavored wouldn't have me. Still, I consider myself a Kairos-fearing vassal of the Overlord's empire all the same. For as long as I've been a sage, I've been trained to defend myself. We don't spend all our time binding books and sketching wildlife, just most of it. For centuries, we've been in a quiet war with the School of Tides and the School of Wild Wrath. You can't travel alone as much as I do and not know the Bronze Dance. So you won't be a parchment weight under a fight. Good to know. And your little quill dagger just for decoration. Think I'm an idiot. Who sent you to kill me? Let's go with loyalty with him for now, because I don't know what their abilities are. No, I'd like to think I'm worth at least 3 or 4 angry peasants in a fight. How about you tell him just... No. You want to chronicle me? Well, of course, even the burning library isn't... Even if the building library is never rebuilt, I work to chronicle the days and events needn't cease. And you're a noteworthy player in this whole war. I can't think of another living Fatebinder that has twice been given the honor of proclamation. If you're so eager, come with me. You leave this place with me. If you swear fealty. Yeah. If that is your price, I'll pay it. I, Sage Lantries, of the School of Ink and Quill. Fair amount of here. Do you pledge my services in Skyne to the Fatebinder and by extension to the court of Tunon? He dips into a steep bow before rising with a solemn smile. I know I may seem old and frail, but I know how to step lightly and how not to get killed. Really, I won't slow you down. Lead the way and let me know if I can be of service. We're done here. Let's hightail the Tripnettle. If your new pet doesn't behave himself along the way, I'm not above clipping his ears. Well, one would hope so. But I'm pretty sure he's going to, as you say, restrain himself. So... Okay, so it's the exact same bow that she has, which means it's actually an improvement over the bow I have, so I will take it as... Oh.
Will do.
Where'd the other loot go? Wasn't there 2 guys with loot? I'm a little annoyed. Oh well. Oh well, I guess. So this is an improvement over my other bow. Slightly. Very slightly, but a slight improvement is better than no improvement. You do need to equip your helmet, though, old friend. Alright, so I'm going to put that where it belongs. And... I think I will have you hide your helmet, because I think you look better without it. And this is actually not a named raid. Okan is one of the, Oh, I see why I kept it, because it... Yeah, I see why I kept it, because it's technically a slightly better weapon than the Rotten Ruin is. It just doesn't have the armor penetration capability that Rotten Ruin does. And doesn't have, of course, the explosion part, which is cool, so I like it for that reason. Alright, so we actually have a shitload of side quests we have to do here. So we kind of have to decide where we want to go to do it. Oh, you did get a wound. That's annoying. Oh well. So we can go to this remote settlement, which is where they want us to go recruit some people. We can go to Trepnettle Wilderness or the Northern Clearing. Let's go to the Northern Clearing, then we'll work our way back. We'll hit that. We'll return. We'll go to the settlement, and then we'll go to Echo Call, because that is the main place that we're supposed to go. So, Northern Clearing it shall be. We do still have 6 days to go, so while we have burned a fair amount of time, we are still not too bad off. It is now nighttime, so unfortunately we have arrived here at night, which is less than ideal, but oh well. Okay, here we go. Earthshaker reinforcements. So, we have to look around for the signs of the Earthshakers. Well, there's signs directly in front of us. A destroyed cart and a couple of dead people. And some honor guards. Okay, well, there's the explanation of where they are. Alright, so, yeah. Worse for everybody by quite a bit, so we will just stick that there. And an Earthshaker staff. If we were doing spells, let me give this to you for the moment, because I think loses armor penetration and accuracy. Such a tiny increase in I don't know. Control stone. I don't have a spell that is... We don't have stone spells. I'll take it anyway. I'll give it to him. But we actually need to assign him some magic here, actually. So, what is his skills in? What are you good at? Magic staff is not so great. Control vigor and life. Well, we don't have life or vigor abilities, unfortunately. But, having said that, so using the quill, oh yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, this is healing capabilities, and which I think is primarily what we're going to stick with. Sage is the more combat-oriented one, if I wanted to make you a combat mage. But I think I'm going to mostly keep you with healing spells for the most part. Once we have the ability to make healing spells anyway, which presently we sadly do not. We could make you an illusion mage, though, because I don't actually... I think that would fit your character well, although... And then that's a kind of a debuff to a degree. What's your lore at? Okay, so we can add some range to it, which would actually make it a little easier to cast. I think I would like it to be an area of effect, actually. But that's too much lore for you to be able to use it. The prone, or the duration thing is pretty minor. Pretty minor, and too much for him to actually be able to use. See, the damage from the spell is so minor that I don't think it's worth messing with damage-wise on it. You might as well do that, because that's the only one that you can actually use. So I will assign that. And then let's give him a light, actually, Rhyme Spike. I don't have, oh, I do have Rhyme Spike, okay. Alright, yeah, I'm going to give you Rhyme Spike. Requires 30. So that raises that to 50. Okay, yeah, so you can't use any of these, unfortunately. This is the most damaging spell I think that I can make. And it does have a slight AoE on it too, which is cool. So I will assign this to you. We'll give you that. And then I will also give you a lightning one as well. Not charged fist, because I don't want you up close to anything. So we're going to go with Jolt. And again, we'll go with range, because I just don't have the... he does not have the lore to be able to use any of the other things right now. Until he can gain a little bit more. He needs at least 50 to be able to get the damage buff one, and a lot more to be able to get the other one. So, oops. Crap. What were we doing? Lightning, that. I was going with range. Okay, so that's all of his spells assigned, and you still have a spell that you can use, but frankly, you are too crap to really be able to use it. I'll give you a slightly longer version of that, because that's about the only thing that you can actually use. And I will give myself the false pit thing, because I do want to be able to actually use it. Unfortunately, I don't have sufficient lore to use anything else with it, but I will take that, just because then we have one of every spell that we have available to us as an option. So, what do we have? Oh, he has points to spend. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Will definitely lore, and definitely wits are his two main things. The other stuff are really far less important. So let's go with... Let's go with wits, because that increases your actual spell strength. There we go. It's going to take 2 points into that, because I want you to actually have good abilities here. And you have actually 2 points that I can spend here, which I didn't realize. Adds to control life, adds control vigor. It's a buff on that. Adds some armor. Cool. Slows stuff. Cool. Moment of peace. Second breath is a revive, so we need to get a point. Actually, you know what? Take that, because that'll make you tougher. Save it. And... oh, you have 2 points fucking spent. Crap. I need 3 to be able to get the revive. Alright, well, I'll take that then, so we can buff that. And now... protected... yeah, healed for a large amount of health when the seal is destroyed. Ah. Okay. So that's a skilled heal and then a revive, which again, I think we want to go build him as a healer. So, because that gives us our healer, which we desperately could use. So I will give you a healing potion and do that, and then we need to open the inventory again really quick. If the thing will fucking listen to me. There we go. Okay, game, why are you, like, lagging out whenever I try to do fucking anything right now? It's really annoying. How are you guys positioning? No. See, that's bad. That's bad. That's just a matter of the order of where you're positioning. So we want you guys back behind. That's gonna be right. Yep, there we go. That's what we want. We do not want you guys out front. Alright, so let's try to sneak up on this guy a little bit.
On the lookout.
So let's cloak. Get as close as we can. And now, first off, start out with a flaming arrow. We might as well hit them with some spells too while we're at it. Let's actually move a little bit closer. Move us a little bit closer, because...
Not a problem, boss.
Okay. Alright, so Rhyme Spike. Flaming Arrow. Striking Iron, get moving on that guy. I should do that before you move.
You got it.
Alright, now get moving on that guy.
I will.
And away the arrow goes. Away our arrow arcs. Do a quill spike on him. Kaboom! Somehow you're burning and you're frozen at the same time because, you know, reasons. Bam, man, you just took a arrow or a spike to the face. Ow, that did some damage. Holy shit, there's way more of you than I thought. Come on, guys, we need to kill this fucker quick.
I will aid you.
We need this dude dead with a quickness. Let's see. Do a thrust on him. You really need to do the heal, actually, because you have been badly hurt. Main character has been badly hurt. God damn it, with your fucking spell bullshit.
No dice.
I just leveled.
Feeling so great.
God.
Spill your guts.
Jeez. Okay, that mage is really fucking us up. You need to get over there and do something to him. Like, quickly.
No dice.
You can do this!
Bleed out, you little shit. Get
Shit. Main character just went down. I wasn't paying attention.
damn you.
Jeez. Alright, yeah. Magic is really powerful in this. You get out of that area of effect, dude. Fuck me, man!
I'm on it.
Jeez.
Graven Ash protects.
This is a... We're getting our asses kicked here. I need to use this, because that's a special ability. It's a powerful ability, and we kind of need it right now. That did not do what I was hoping it would do. To be perfectly honest. Did not do what I was hoping it would do at all. For real, kill this fucker, jeez. Man. Come on.
I'd have it no other way.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Didn't seem to have done much.
Count on it.
I'll do it for the North.
and dead. God damn.
I'm sure you're all young, alert, and feeling unstoppable,
Uh-oh.
but I need a break.
There, you're not with the Oathbreakers. Oh, there's the guys. Jeez. Oh yeah. Give that to her. That actually might be an improvement. We'll get with you guys in a second. That was obviously the troops that were holding you guys up, so I think we're good now.
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
Free loot. Oh, this is a small-ass area. I didn't realize it was so small. Wow, combat in this is definitely pretty damn hardcore. They were not joking.
Sorry, I can't.
When they said combat in this is pretty tough. If Earthshakers moved this boulder with ease, magic of this magnitude may be crucial for taking the place. Alright. Ah, Fatebinder, how fortuitous. Pounds his chest in salute. For us, I mean. Decidedly not for the Oathbreakers. With some quirks the right side of his mouth as he surveys the carnage you've left behind. Whether intended or not, we're indebted for your help. Gain average favor. Where's the rest of you? You're welcome. Spreads his dirt-streaked lips in a relieved grin. May the stones guide your steps, and may you walk without falter on the sturdy ground. Where are the rest of your people? Was part of your squad killed or otherwise separated? Aye, the Oathbreakers felled Grisondir before we could erect the barricade, but our circle alone was all Master Radix could feasibly spire. We're here, and though wayworn, we're ready to help. What do you mean all you could spare? Did Ash not order your entire guild's return from Azur? With all due respect, Fatebinder, it's not a matter I expect you to understand. We absolutely cannot abandon Cairn to the Stone Sea. Oh, that's the Archon of the Hills. Yeah, he was elected leader of the Earthshaker Guild, though he's less their teacher and more their object of study. The massive Archon is sworn to Graven Ash and provides arcane support. But he was also kind of, stopped. Yeah, it was named to give into what remains of the land of Azur after Kairos' Edict of Stone devastated the landscape. Once a rolling landscape of hills. By my understanding, the Edict of Stone was actually cast because Cairn turned against Kairos. As he only recently located him and are in the process of constructing a fort to guard his remains, we could not spare another mage, especially now, when the beast tribe that flocked to Cairn in his final days has become increasingly territorial and contentious. And so Radix refused Ash's orders. I'm not a rank to make such a sweeping evaluations, he stumbled slightly over his words, but I'd say he interpreted them in his own manner and to the best of his judgment, rather than outright refusing them. He is an iron guard, after all. His decisions, though difficult to make as they may well be, are certainly emboldened our routing of the tiers. Not if your general and his entire army is dead. He chokes. The Earthshakers behind him gather closer, murmuring in surprise amongst themselves. One of them, a woman with wispy, russet hair, slaps him in the back so hard shockwaves tremble through him, through you, and into the mountain pass. If they what? He grasps for breath. How? The Overlord has issued an edict of execution. If we don't take the well by Kairos' Day of Swords, everyone here will die, including Ash. Well, clearly Master Radix was unaware of the severity of the situation. He glances worriedly to the other mages in the circle as they all visibly absorb the meaning of everyone here, the edict's range of affliction. Had we known, assuredly the guild would have come in full force. Well, regardless, looks like that's all we've got. Perhaps you would not like to have come at all, but you're here now, and you cannot escape the edict, so I suggest you report to Sevius in the disfavored camp and help us win this battle. You'll be as dead as the rest of us. We'll go with that one. With a shaking nod and even shakier salute. The Earthshaker gathers the circle and cloistered together, murmuring or perhaps chanting in hushed voices, the battle mages march toward the valley. Yeah, well, you better get your asses moving, because you all are...
Sorry, I can't.
You suck. You all suck. That's basically where I'm going with this. Alright, so let's get moving. We accomplished an area, although we got our asses kicked doing it. Got kicked pretty hard, in fact, which... It was less than ideal, but... well, I guess. So now we'll hit the Tripnettle Wilderness on our way back, which is where the Vendrian Guard may or may not have a camp, assuming the little note that we found is actually correct or not. Alright. Oh. We already have dudes that we might have to fight. Oh no, these are Chorus, never mind. That would be Chorus.
But I'll try.
Random hostile effect. Ooh, sweet. That's pretty good. Alright. Reinforcements, finally, come this way. We need to. The chorus warrior pumps his tattooed arm and salute. Midway through the gesture, a look of confusion comes across his painted face. Is this diverse? What did I do to deserve such a helping hand? A chuckle escapes the man before he shudders, placing a hand over his mouth. At once alert of the need to remain quiet, his voice drops to a harsh whisper. The fifth eye has a sense of humor sending you. Burst returns a cold glare, but says nothing. Did you know each other? Someone used to run with my pack until he left for Deathnell's gang. Motherless swine didn't even have the guts to fight me for the right to leave. He just packed up and left with his coward's tail between his fat legs. And wise move at that. How many have you lost under your command so far? He holds up a hand, stifling a smile. I misspoke. I'm sure you only get most of them killed. Can't rule out death by their own incompetence. Seems Deathnell didn't take my advice and have you gelded to curb your outbursts. Draws her blades into fluid motion. If you want to fight him, I've got your back, but we do have a mission here. Stow your blades or I'll stow them for you. And I've got your back, but... another time, then, fake limp. Get comfortable with the idea of a knife in your belly. Come with me as likely as not. Stiffs and returns the weapons to her belts. That... oh, damn, that was a huge bonus. It was almost a 50% toward tier 4. Wow. Alright. Just tugging your chain for old time's sake. You were always happier when you had a nemesis out in the world, eh? The camp is just yonder, he points to the northeast, and we've kept an eye on them for the last couple days. Some of them left a few hours ago looking for food, maybe, out on patrol, but they haven't returned yet. Might be wise to strike now while they're divided. How'd you find it? A happy accident of a sorts. We were up in the mountains with orders to keep the Oathbreakers in and keep any would-be allies out of the valley. Strangest thing happens. Tremor hit the pass, and the tremors lasted a bit, so I figured they were magical, but there weren't no signs of Earthshakers or anybody. Nobody else in the chorus knew where this camp was. Yeah, how'd you find this place? Because nobody knew where the thing was. Not sure what you're playing at, and I don't like your tone. We had orders to watch the mountains east of here and found the spot in our trek back to camp. What could I say? I answered the Archon of Secrets. I don't get told a lot of details, but I sure see a lot of coincidences. So what's your plan? Lost 2 of my gang in the mountains. We've been on full ration or half rations for days, so until we get a much larger contingent, we're not likely to win any fight we start. Now that you're here, I figure my gang will hold back and keep an eye out for trouble, maybe swoop in if things get messy. Push your warriors past their limits. Too cowardly to fight. Let's see how it is. Depending on what we're dealing with here, though, this actually could be useful to have them, but... keep yourselves back. Claps his hands in approval. Kairos would applaud your bravery. My gang and I will lurk nearby. When you make your move, we'll descend and help with capturing Florian. Don't worry, I'll let the others know you did the heavy lifting. I'll cheat a battle, but not with my reputation. You do that. So which direction is this camp?
Curious.
Ooh, a fine axe. How is it compared to yours? Loses some of the armor penetration, but actually is better in damage and accuracy. But only because the recovery is less long. Not a fan. Not a big fan. I do like that it has more armor penetration over the hammer, but having multiple different types of damage is actually better. So I will decline for now. I'll keep it in my inventory, but for the moment, I will not use it. What do we have here? Staff of Storm's Heart. Alright, so it's a control lightning staff. Could be useful, actually, because we actually do have lightning spells. Okay, so this is going to be a multiple section battle, it looks like. This is probably going to take too long for me to fit into this episode, unfortunately. So, having said that, I think we will be going and doing this next time. We have an encirclement.
Can't do that.
Let me save the game real quick because I'm a little concerned that... Okay, so you are going to run around. Okay. That's what I thought. Alright, so we will be going in against them here. This will be a potentially difficult fight.
Slow and steady.
Should make sure that we are... See, the guys looks like in their camp itself are not presently set to be enemies. And you know what? I think I'm going to switch you back over to... I think I'm going to switch you back over to melee, because I think you were doing... Well, maybe you'll start out... Yeah, we'll start out in range so you can get off a good shot with your bow. But then we will switch back to melee shortly after that. I'm worried that there's more than just the two of them here, which is why I'm going to put that on. And then... let's see.
Sorry. Can't do that.
See, that's annoying that it won't just let me do this. Whoa! Now, why did that happen? Moving to a melee. Okay. So engage him. Go ahead and... Rhyme Spike... on that dude. Get this going, because I need you to try and tank down both of their people, if at all possible. And then... wait for them to organize themselves into a more cohesive group.
As you command.
Use that to stun the dude. Boom! Get blowing the fuck up, son. And... ah, yes. You have Death from Above available now. Good. Let's use it.
Are we ready for this?
Bam! Nice, nice, nice. Wow, that did some damage. Impressive, actually. Most impressive. Alright, Rhyme Spike on that dude. I want them to actually stun him. Hit him with the ice and stun him. And then you can come in and bleed this guy. Yeah, it's only the two of them, so we shouldn't have too many difficulties here. Bam! Get blown up with some magic, son. So you really need another ranged attack. That isn't, magic-based, anyway.
Bleed out, you little shit!
And kaboom. I like that people explode a lot with stuff. That is fun. That is fun. A javelin. Yeah, we ain't about javelins.
I need rest. What do we have here?
Oh, a trap, you say.
I'll be your shadow.
A trap, you say. We'll disarm that thing. And that, good peoples, is going to be that for this episode. Although, let's perhaps do a little bit of scouting here before we go in. But we will be doing any further fighting or anything real serious that we have go on, we'll be doing next time. Yeah, to go into scouting and whatnot. And we've unlocked a reputation ability, which of course is... so that'll be a much more difficult fight from the looks of things. We've got a couple of archers. And some heavier hitting people there. So that'll be a much more difficult fight. But we will be doing that at the beginning of next episode, folks. So I will see you in the next one. Take it easy, have a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.